Hello my spooky friends and welcome to today's video. It is 4th of July weekend and what better way to celebrate than to throw a Summerween party. It's definitely not Halloween, but we're gonna make it our best version of Halloween in the summer that we can. So stay tuned. I have a ton of activities and recipes planned for us today. As you can see, I have a watermelon and a pineapple in front of me. We're gonna make our best attempt into making these into watermelon jack-o'-lanterns and pineapple jack-o'-lanterns. I don't know, jack-o'-melon and pine-o'-lanterns. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Anyways, we're gonna start off with that, and then I also have a few other recipes that are planned for us. We're gonna make a cocktail, a lunch or dinner, and a dessert to follow up. So stay tuned. Grab yourself your own watermelon or pineapple if you'd like to join in while I'm doing this. And we're just gonna make it into a party. So yeah, let's get that party started. Okay, I'm gonna start with the pineapple that we have here. I just have a regular butcher's kitchen knife, a bowl to put in the external contents, and this handy dandy thing that I got from Aldi actually. You take the top off, but once you cut off the top and the bottom, you can just kind of screw it in there and pull it out, and then we will get to carving. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm first gonna start by cutting off the top. Don't mind the weird faces that I make while I'm doing this. I also like to cut off the bottom. Okay, and then we stick this. There's like a little rigidy part that's right in the middle here. You'll just want to try to find the core of the pineapple and start twisting. Ooh. Not going in very easily. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna keep this aside. We're gonna need that for the top. This is super messy, by the way. Are we there yet? Ugh. Okay, that's about as far as I'm gonna be able to get it. And you just kind of like work its way out, shake it, pull it, there we go. You could probably put the handle on. Make it help. Yeah, baby. Okay. See how it comes out in like perfect rings? So, I'm gonna have pineapple juice all over my face. You can just pull it out and then cut up those slices for you to be able to use. I'm not gonna do that on camera. We're more worried about getting this guy to the point where we can carve him. Be careful because this end is super sharp. Okay, we have our base for our little pumpkin. See, it's totally hollow. Now we can go ahead and get that base carved in there. I would have grabbed my pumpkin tools, but they are packed away in one of the bins that are like in the furthest area of the attic. So we're not gonna go looking for that when we could just use our knives here, so just make whatever kind of face. Oop. We got one eyeball. Zeta. Don't mind the dogs. My asshole neighbors are putting off fireworks in the middle of the afternoon for whatever reason. Like they're actually gonna be able to see them. So the girls are going a little crazy today. What kind of mouth do we want to give him? Here's his eyeballs. This is super hard because the flimsy edges are a little wonky. And we're just gonna give him a nice smiley face because it's easier. It's gonna be a little bit better trying to do this on the watermelon because I feel like we have a much more stable surface. Ooh, that pineapple juice is burning my hands. And now I can't see where I made my cut. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's just continue. Da, da, da. Pineapple is one of my absolute favorite fruits. Okay. You're a little crooked, man. Let's see if this works. All right. Good enough. Eek. Okay. And there's his little face. We got our pineapple done. There he is. And he's going to sit on the side while we do our watermelon. Now that we got our pineapple all cleaned up, we're gonna move on to our watermelon. This one's gonna be a little bit more of a daunting task compared to the pineapple. There's just a lot of scraping that you have to do, but typically you would just carve your watermelon the exact same way that you would carve your jack-o'-lantern. I do have a specific watermelon knife here, so I'm gonna use that to kind of cut the top, and then I'm gonna scoop out the insides with a spoon, and then we're gonna just carve his face with a knife. So those are the three things that you're gonna need. Find the area, like the navel of the watermelon, whichever side is gonna give you a little bit more stability. Put that one on the bottom. So yeah, let's carve the top. You want to make sure that the hole is big enough to allow for your hand to get in there so that you can really do some scooping. And I will usually go around it a couple times. You guys know what you're doing. I don't really need to explain it to you. I'm just glad that you're here to join in on the fun. All right, let's see if that's going to get us. There we go. Look at that juicy watermelon. Ooh. Trying to give you like a dual look. This is the first time that I'm doing this, so yeah, this is the shape. This is what it looks like on the top. I'm gonna just start scooping it out there. I'm gonna put his little hat on the side, and I'm gonna try to use this knife too to try to get some of that stuff out before I just completely mangle it and make it into mush, so that some of the fruit on the inside is actually salvageable. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're gonna do our best. Let's go straight in with the spoon. I cut a little piece out, right? Oh my god, my set's falling apart. At least you can eat the guts of a watermelon. You can't eat the guts of a pumpkin. It's actually coming out fairly easy. I guess you could probably use a pattern if you wanted to here. I'm just gonna freehand it and see what my mind comes up with as I start cutting. That's a little close to my face. Do not wave your knives around, people. Don't be like me. So, okay, sorry, I got hair in my mouth. Woo! Let's see. Let's make them evil. I love the scary-faced pumpkins. Jack-o'-melons, whatever we're gonna call them. As much as I try to make these symmetrical, it just seems like they never end up being the exact size. Maybe this time? Maybe not. Yeah, this one's down lower. It's never gonna be perfect. We got, oh my god, that looks terrible. Maybe we could fix the other one. Oh my god. Nope, we're gonna leave it. He's just gonna be a little fucked up. That's what makes him unique, right? We're all a little different. He's gonna be a little wonky-do. Come on, nose. Oh my god. There you go. I'm just gonna push it inside. Bop. Okay. This is fucked up. Let's see if I could fix his eyeball. I'm probably just gonna make it worse, but let's at least try. Make it match a little. Yeah, this is really bad. Okay. Yep. You guys, I've been doing this for how many years now, and you would think that I would like have some sort of grasp on how this should work. Look at this! Alright, he's gonna have like a really crooked smile then. I would suggest like maybe drawing your design on first, so then whenever you actually go to carve, it's not going to be so messed up. But who has time for that, right? Based on how this looks, you would never guess that I've carved a pumpkin before. This is just our practice round, right? Practicing for Halloween. For when it really matters. Whoa, where am I going with that cut? Go over it a couple times. Oh, there we go. My God. Okay. Let's put them together and see how they look. Okay, and there we have it. Our jack-o'-melon and our pine-o'-lantern, or whatever we're going to call them. The jack-o'-lantern, once I put his head back on, had gotten extremely like topsy-turvy. So he's like not really able to stand on his own. I have never fucked up a pumpkin carving as bad as I just did. So we're just gonna call this practice for when it's the real deal and call it a day. So, all right, let's move on to our next treat. Okay, now that our jack-o'-melons and our pine-o'-lanterns are done being carved, which is considered our decoration, I guess, we're gonna get into one of the best parts of having a party, which is the food and the drinks and the treats. And I'm going to show you what we're gonna be making today. So on the menu is a Jaws-inspired Sharkbite cocktail. For lunch or dinner, we're going to make some grilled pizza. And then for the dessert, we're gonna make some ice cream, but make it spooky. So because the ice cream is going to take the longest time, we're gonna start with that and then move on. So let me gather all of my ingredients and tell you what you're gonna need, and we'll get started. So it wouldn't be a Summerween party without some ice cream, but I wanted to take some inspiration from my shirt and create some ice cream and try to make it spooky in another way. The one thing that I thought of was that trend that was going around for a while, the black ice cream, and that's definitely one way to make it spooky. So I did a little bit of research and tried to figure out the best ways in order for us to do this. Now there are two options, and I'm actually going to make it in both ways just so that we can kind of get an idea of which way works better. So what I decided to do is try two different methods that I found in order to make our ice cream spooky and dark and black like our souls. And the two things that they said that you could use to make your ice cream black is activated charcoal powder and or just some food coloring. So I am going to make both versions for you because there are two different ways that we can make homemade ice cream. The activated charcoal, I do have to give a warning. As I was researching, I found some warnings about it. Anybody who is currently taking birth control, it may counteract with the medicine that's in your birth control. And if you're taking any other sort of prescribed medication, it can lesser the effects of the medication. So I would heed warning if you're going to use the activated charcoal. If you are not taking any sort of medication and you want to try it out, have at it. I do have a feeling that we could get it maybe a little bit darker with the activated charcoal. I know sometimes, especially whenever I worked in my bakery before, we've tried using black coloring and sometimes it wouldn't get as dark as we would like it. The two ways that we're going to make it are the old Girl Scout way that I remember it from, is with 2 bags, some ice and some salt, and then obviously our ice cream ingredients. And then the other way that we're gonna make it is in the stand mixer and then just put it in a bowl and scoop it out later. So I think to start off with, we're gonna go with the bagged ice cream, and then we'll move on to the stand mixer version. So I received my recipe just online, and I'm going to try to figure out how to best do this. So in one bag, you're gonna have your ingredients. This is where we're gonna put all of our actual ice cream mix. And then in the other bag, we're going to put in some salt and some ice. That's going to make a chemical compound that is going to allow us to make ice cream right in our hands within minutes. The other version is going to require it to freeze, which is why I wanted to have a little bit more time. We're going to start off with this and then we can enjoy it at the end. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to put a little list here or here of all the ingredients that you're going to need and the measurements so that you can kind of follow along if you are interested. As far as your flavoring goes, that's totally up to you. I'm just going to do vanilla today because there are some toppings that I chose that have their own flavor, but feel free to use whatever toppings that you enjoy. I wanted to kind of stick with the spooky theme, so I grabbed some Reese's Pieces candy corn, because you cannot have something Halloween themed without candy corn, some eyeball sprinkles because we're making ice cream, and just some regular sprinkles. So you can do whatever you want with that. We will decorate those at the very end. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to make both recipes at the same time, just so you can get an idea. That way I don't have to go back and do the entire process over again. So we're gonna start with our heavy whipping cream. You'll wanna take 1 cup, and I'm gonna just go ahead and pour that into my bowl here. And then pour another cup and put that in my bag. Okay, that doesn't really seem like a whole lot. I'm actually gonna double the recipe for myself, only because I know I'm not gonna end up using this cream ever again. Rather get my use out of it now. Okay, next we're going to need our sugar. Mine is in this little cauldron that I got from Home Goods, I think like 2 years ago. It calls for 1 tablespoon. Again, I'm doubling my recipe, so. Okay, and then it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So again, you can use any flavor here that you want to. I'm just gonna stick with the plain old vanilla because my ingredients that I'm gonna be using for my toppings are gonna give it a little bit of its own flavor. So I'm gonna do 1 here. Don't mind Olive snoring in the background. Okay, and here's the part that is going to make it spooky. I'm going to use the icing coloring in the bagged ice cream, and then the activated charcoal in the bowl ice cream that we're going to make. So let me cut this open here. I know whenever making my normal icing, it takes quite a lot in order to make it that dark black color. So I'm gonna add a good amount here. Just to make sure we're gonna achieve that color. I'm sure you could probably go in and add some, but we're gonna make it so we don't have to do that. So I would say probably a teaspoon worth. Just to warn you, the effects of the black dye is going to make for an interesting color of you know what. Okay, so I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the activated charcoal to our mix. Okay, now that we have all of our ingredients in our bowls and bags, I am going to mix this up just to see if we can kind of get that black coloring in here. I know you're supposed to do this once you put it in the bag, but just wanted to see how well this will actually do. Shake it up really good to get it all blended. So see, we're kind of looking more like a gray color. That's okay. Okay, you can kind of see this is the color we're getting. So you can definitely add a little bit more black food coloring if you want to. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So yeah, for this part, what we're gonna do is take our second freezer-sized gallon freezer-sized bag, gallon freezer bag, going to just fill it up with some ice. I don't think this needs to be measured in any sort of way. Just enough so that you know the other bag will be totally covered. Should be good. And I got rock salt from a Morton's, like a box of rock salt. It actually says ice cream salt on it. That's not really necessary. I ended up just getting some sea salt, like coarse sea salt that we can use. You can even use like regular table salt. So yeah, this needs the lid taken off here. And I don't think that you really need any specific amount here either. It's just to help the mixture turn into ice cream. Looks like enough to me. I guess we'll find out. All right, so now we're gonna make sure this is really sealed well again. Go ahead and put it inside our bag here. Let's see what we could do about maybe getting some of that ice all around it. Might have been better if we put the bag in first and then the ice on top. Okay, you're definitely better off. You want to put your ice cream mixture in the bag first and then put your salt and then your ice, whatever way you want to do that, just to make sure that your ice cream on the inside is fully covered. And then you'll just don't do that. Oh my god. Okay, make sure your bag is fully sealed before you start trying to shake it. Obviously mine wasn't. I just got iced in the face. What the fuck? Why isn't this closing? We're just gonna shake this up, but in the meantime, I'm going to get this started. I keep the bagged ice cream mix aside so that we can start this bowl mix ice cream. I'm so sorry, guys. I am not used to doing this. Please forgive my awkwardness at any point through this video. I am gonna use my whipping attachment. I know there is an attachment that you can use specifically for the KitchenAid. It's an actual like ice cream maker. It's a little expensive. I wasn't gonna go that far. So we're just going to mix it up in here. While that's mixing, I could be shaking the bag, and then we're gonna pour this into our bowl here. So, put this on here. Let that mix really well. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I just checked my camera and noticed that it wasn't recording anymore. So I have no clue what happened. I don't know what you've missed, what you've seen. But anyways, I'm just gonna get you caught up to where we are now so that we can keep moving on. So I have the ice cream mixture in our bag here. We've been shaking it up and getting it all solidified, which is nice because this is sort of more like an instant thing. You can eat these right away. And then we have our ice cream mixture that's poured in our bowl. We're gonna put these both in the freezer. He's gonna get the grill started for us. We're borrowing his parents for now. Oh, you can't even see the flames in there. Oh, you better watch out, little biter. Run! You're gonna get charred. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and get our actual pizza started. Go ahead and get started on our grilled pizza. I went ahead and already started the grill, and we're gonna let that heat up while we prepare our actual pizza. So you're going to need a pizza stone, something that's heat resistant that you're able to put in your grill, or you could actually just make these straight on the grates. I'm gonna go ahead and use my pizza stone only because, knowing me, it would all fall through the grates somehow, some way. It's not supposed to, but if it could happen, I'll make it happen. So, that's the only kind of like bakeware that you'll need. Of course, my battery dies while I'm in the middle of making my video, even though I fully charged it. I have been doing this for a little while. So, all right, everyone, and now on to our fourth and final part for our Summerween party. We're going to be making a Jaws themed Sharkbite cocktail. As you may know, Jaws is meant to be set during 4th of July weekend. How perfect. I wanted to tie in horror a little bit in some sort of way and make it summery as well. So this Sharkbite cocktail is definitely sure to bring a little bit of a surprise. So what you're going to need is a tall clear glass filled with ice. I don't have any other clear glasses that are tall other than this beer glass that we got from Sam Adams whenever we took the brewery tour in Boston. Yeah, which ends up working out because the movie itself is set in New York and Amity Island, but the actual film was made in Martha's Vineyard, so kind of close to Boston, right? You're also going to need a lemon lime soda with a shark, preferably. Blue Curacao, some grenadine, and I got some Malibu pineapple rum, a lime for garnish, and like I said, if you really wanted to, you could use a shark. I just thought it would add a little bit of extra oomph to our drink. So, what we're going to need is, I gotta check my recipe. I actually got this recipe from Pinterest, and does it not say how to do it? Okay, so you could add like other things if you wanted to in here, like gummy sharks or whatever, but we're not going to do that. We are going to just go ahead and put in our blue. Actually, we're going to put in our Malibu first. So I didn't want to buy a whole bottle of this. I normally don't drink this, but I did want to infuse some of that summer taste into the drink. So I'm actually just going to use this whole bottle. I think it's like 1 or 2 shots. How much are these? I'm not really sure, but we're just going to pour that whole thing in there. Okay. Add some of our blue Curacao. I'm just actually going to use this because I don't have any shot glasses. Add, that's about 1 shot into our drink. Okay, then we're going to fill the rest with our lemon lime soda here. I just grabbed some Sprite. Okay, it's supposed to separate it, but looks like it just mixed. Okay, so once you have your blue carousel, your Malibu rum, and your Sprite in the mix, I'm just gonna go ahead and add our lime garnish. How pretty. Here's the best part, you guys. I had been looking for sharks like everywhere. Couldn't find them, and I was not about to spend like $15 on some sharks that I found online. So to add a little bit of blood to our mix, our Sharkbite, we're just gonna put a little bit of grenadine in a shot glass and then pour it in there with our sharks. There's our blood. I know, it's so silly, but we had fun, right? Anyways, let's try this. See how it tastes. Wow, that literally is amazing. Tastes like summer. So, now that my drink has turned purple, it's not really the layered red, white, and blue like I was hoping for. I'm going to go check on our pizza on the grill, see how it's doing, and come back here. Okay, let's take a look and see how the pizza's doing. Oh my God, that looks fucking amazing. So good. Okay, now that we are all done with dinner, we are able to treat ourselves to some ice cream. I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but we're gonna try. I have a cone and a dish here, so let's see what happens. It's black, so that's a good thing. Look at that. Whoop. Still a little melty. Not bad though, look at that. All right, it's not really scooping the way that you'd think. This is all gonna fall apart. Let's see if we could get one more scoop on there. Yikes. That's a little funky looking. It all feels like it's gonna fall off, so I'm gonna hurry up and decorate this. Throw some eyeballs on there. You're just sliding off. Oh my God, it's all just falling apart. It's not even hot outside. All right, well, this is about as good as we're gonna get for ice cream. It's all just falling off. I don't even know why I'm trying at this point. Anyways, here is our ice cream as part of our summer treat. I know it doesn't really look that great. I'm gonna try to freeze this and see if we can get it to work here, but all right guys, let's put the bowl together, see if that's gonna be any better.
literally, look at me, fucking hell. I've been working on this video for so long. I just hope you guys appreciate it. My lipstick is all gone, but it stained my lips. I have fucking little sharks blown in the wind on my head. But this has actually been one of the most favorite videos that I've made. I had a lot of fun planning and preparing for it. And yeah, I just hope that everybody had a really good time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you had fun. I hope that you were able to maybe make some of these things and enjoy them for yourself. With that being said, I hope everyone has a fun, happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, it's the next day, and I remembered that I forgot to show you the activated charcoal ice cream that we made. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It's finally frozen solid, and it's pretty dark, as you can tell. So I'm going to see if we can actually make an ice cream out of it. I have a little scooper here, so let's try it out. So it's definitely not the prettiest, and it's melting like super freaking fast, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. Oh my god. Surprisingly, oh god, it's not that bad. I could have probably added a little bit more sugar and vanilla to it, but here's our very melty ice cream cone.